Hello, Oklahoma. Before you vote, which I hope you're gonna do, you gotta be registered to vote. If you're not sure whether you're registered already, you can check right now using the link in the description. But if you're not registered yet, or you've moved or changed your name since the last time you voted, you need to fill out a registration form. You can print off a form using the link below and mail it to your county election board by October 14th if you want to be registered in time for the November presidential election. You can also pick up a form at most post offices and public libraries if you don't have access to a printer. Once your registration is approved, you'll get a card in the mail confirming your registration, and then you are ready to vote. One of the easiest ways to vote is to vote absentee by mail. You just submit an application form either online or by mail by November 2nd. We will link to both forms in the description. Then your ballot will show up in the mail. You can fill it out at your own pace and send it back by November 8th. You do have to get the signature on your ballot notarized first, though. Basically, an official puts a fancy stamp on it that says that it was really you who signed it. There's a link in the description to where you can find a notary to do that for you. Usually you can get your ballot notarized at a bank or your city hall or courthouse, and they're not allowed to charge you anything to do it. It's a little bit of an extra step, but at least it's free. Otherwise, you can vote early in person at your County Board of Elections office from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on November 3rd and 4th, and 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on November 5th. There's also a link to find your early voting location below. If you really want that experience of voting on Election Day, though, you can vote on November 8th between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. There's a link in the description that will tell you where to go to vote. You'll need to bring a photo ID with you. This could be a driver's license, state ID, passport, military ID, or tribal ID. If you don't have one of those, the voter identification card that you got in the mail when you registered will also work. I recommend looking at a sample ballot ahead of time. You can find yours using the link below, and it'll tell you everything that you'll be able to vote for in addition to the presidential election. You don't have to vote for every single thing on the ballot, but if you want a chance to do some research on the candidates and issues in your local elections, it's a pretty good idea to look at a sample ballot first. You can even print it out and fill it out and bring it with you to the polls so you can be sure you remember how you wanted to vote. There will be links for everything you need to check your registration, vote early, find a notary, find your polling location, get your sample ballot down in the description. Thank you for voting.